Buffalo Bills general manager Brandon Beane will not bring wide receiver Antonio Brown to Western New York. We inquired about Antonio Brown on Tuesday, and kept talks open with the Steelers. Beane said Friday in an announcement meant to put to rest reports of an imminent deal between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Bills. We had positive discussions, but ultimately it didn't make sense for either side. As great a player as Antonio Brown is, we have moved on and our focus is on free agency. Brown has 6 consecutive 100-catch seasons but fell out of favor in Pittsburgh at the end of last season. He was inactive following reports of a walk-through confrontation with teammate Ben Roethlisberger. The quarterback denied any incident took place. Brown claimed coach Mike Tomlin sent him home because of a sore knee. The Philadelphia Eagles were finalizing a trade that would send defensive end Michael Bennett to New England, according to multiple reports. The Patriots were expected to send a 2020 fifth-round pick to the Eagles in exchange for Bennett and a 7th-round pick in 2020, according to Jeff McLean of Philly.com. ESPN's Josina Anderson posted on social media that Bennett, 33, confirmed the trade to her. A 3-time Pro Bowl selection with Seattle, Bennett registered 9 sacks and 34 tackles during his first season with Philadelphia in 2018. 3-time Pro Bowl safety Antoine Bethea was released by the Arizona Cardinals, who also announced that backup quarterback Mike Glennon was released. Bethea, 34, had a team-leading 121 tackles in 2018 during the second season of a 3-year, $12.75 million contract. The Cardinals will reportedly save $4.75 million in cap space. Safety Eric Weddle and the Los Angeles Rams have agreed to a 2-year contract, the team announced. The news came after Weddle visited the Rams headquarters in Thousand Oaks, Calif. The team did not disclose contract terms, but NFL Network's Ian Rapoport said the deal has a $10.5 million base salary but could be worth as much as $12.5 million. Veteran wide receiver Danny Amendola was released by the Miami Dolphins, according to multiple reports. The Dolphins signed Amendola, a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the New England Patriots, to a 2-year, $12 million contract a year ago. By releasing him, the Dolphins will free up $6 million in salary cap money. The New York Giants traded pass rusher Olivier Vernon to the Cleveland Browns for right guard Kevin Zeitler, according to multiple reports. The two teams also are swapping mid-round picks in the 2019 NFL Draft, with the Giants sending a 4th-round selection, 132nd overall, to the Browns for a 5th-rounder, 155th, per NFL Network. The Detroit Lions released Pro Bowl guard and team captain T.J. Lang, who had 1 year left on a 3-year contract signed in March 2017. By cutting the suburban Detroit native, the Lions save $8.8 million in cap space and avoid paying him a $750,000 roster bonus that would have been due next week, according to ESPN. The Dallas Cowboys picked up the options on wide receiver Allen Hurns, center Joe Looney and linebacker Joe Thomas, and also signed defensive tackle Daniel Ross to a 1-year deal, according to multiple reports. Hurns, 27, played all 16 games, 7 starts, in his first season with the Cowboys, catching 20 passes for 295 yards and 2 touchdowns. He suffered a gruesome leg injury in a wild-card game against the Seattle Seahawks, suffering a dislocated ankle and fractured knee. He previously has said he expects to be ready for the start of the 2019 season. Looney, 28, started all 16 games at center in 2018 with All-Pro Travis Frederick missing the entire season due to Guillain-Barré syndrome. The Jacksonville Jaguars announced the release of 5 veterans, including Pro Bowl defensive tackle Malik Jackson, to clear about $30 million in salary cap space. Reports emerged last week that the Jaguars were trying to trade Jackson and running Carlos Hyde, who also was released. The Jaguars also cut safety Deshaun Gibson, offensive tackle Jeremy Parnell and long snapper Carson Tinker. the Jaguars presumably are trying to free enough cap room to sign free agent quarterback Nick Foles when the league year begins Wednesday. Pittsburgh right tackle Marcus Gilbert indicated that he would not be with the Steelers next season, posting the message "Next Chapter" on Twitter. That chapter apparently will be written in Arizona. ESPN's Adam Schefter later reported that the 31-year-old veteran had been traded to the Cardinals for a 6th-round 2019 draft pick. Childress is reportedly returning to the NFL as an assistant with the Chicago Bears, 2 months after resigning as head coach of the Alliance of American Football's Atlanta Legends. The 62-year-old former head coach of the Minnesota Vikings worked with Bears coach Matt Nagy on the Kansas City Chiefs staff from 2013 to 17. Field Level Media.